What is Unique's purpose and power this coming season?
I think Unique's purpose in this season is so first off, we see Unique in a new space this season. I think we ended off last season, the villain became the hero. And now I think this season kind of humanizes Unique in a new way. Like we see a vulnerable side of him that we haven't seen before, that we didn't have to see before. But now, between Ronnie coming home and not being pleased at the way his little brother is running the business, there's like this little work-life balance dilemma that's happening for Unique. And also the exploration of the chemistry between Unique and Rock. I think it leaves Unique in a place where he's navigating. You know what I'm saying? All the while still trying to maintain his place in this society.
But was he really good at his job? From what we have seen from season 1 to season 3.
That's an excellent question. And I think you made a very good point on the last podcast when you said that when Ronnie came back, it was never a situation where Unique offered him his position back, because Unique learned everything that he's doing now from his brother Ronnie, and Ronnie gave him the stuff to take over when he went away for jail. So I kind of feel like, to answer your question, maybe the illusion that they give the audience is that Unique was a king, but no, he wasn't, because you saw when Ronnie came back and how he exerted dominance. He made all these power moves. Clearly, this is the guy that taught Unique everything he knows. So I think it really more so is about Ronnie emerging now to show you exactly why he has always been the one that's in charge. But obviously, if you're a fan of Unique, you're going to feel a certain type of way about that. And now I'm very curious to see what the reaction is going to be when people see this, for those who haven't seen it yet, because I kind of feel like people are going to be a little very heartbroken that this guy is off the show. But I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see what happens. But to answer your question, from my perspective, I don't think that Unique is a king. We saw him lose his kingdom especially with last season when they got when they started messing with the Italians. You saw his best friend get killed. You saw a lot of them lose and fall out. And then, of course, he did save Raquel at the end of last season. But we saw everything that he built was crumbling from the beginning of this show because Rock was taking over. So I don't think he was a king, but Ronnie definitely is the king now. He's the big dog, supposedly. So that's just my opinion. But I would like to hear what Gary has to say about this.
Yeah, I mean, similar to you, Rich, Unique was a king, in the first season. But the moment, Raquel got one over on him, and sent him to prison, and then he came out, and then Unique ended up working for Raquel under her organization. That was the moment he kind of fell off from being the king. And then I would say at that point, the king became the queen, because Raquel, was the show after that, So, his reign as king kind of came to an end a while ago, and he was just kind of adjusting to the moment. Now, obviously, in this season, he was the only one that was kind of in the game still, because Raquel was kind of out the game momentarily. So, he was like the key player in the game, and him and Kanan, I guess, were, but they're selling two different things. So Unique was like the main player, and now it's Ronnie, of course. So if you look at it in that sense, maybe, the king thing applies. But if you're looking at it in the grand scheme of things, he wasn't a king anymore.